You never know when you wake up in the morning if it's going to be the most important day of your life. I wonder, as I look at Matthew 27, if Pilate knew that morning when he woke up, he would be remembered forever for the way he answered a couple of questions on that day. And that would mark his entire life, would be remembered by how he answered two questions. You know, the first one was when Jesus is brought before him in that chapter, and they're trying here in the last phases of the trial to get him executed, and there's not really a law he's violated. I mean, he's a pagan. He doesn't care about the heresies of the Jewish people. But this issue of saying he's king, well, that's a bit of a problem, competing with Caesar. But his job is not so much to appease the leaders there. His job is to try to keep the peace for Rome in the area. And these were, well, somewhat rowdy troublemakers. Wife has a dream. They're all submissive to that dream in the pagan culture there. And he does this act of washing his hands. First he asks Jesus, here he has the embodiment of truth in front of him, Jesus Christ. And he sneers at him and says, what is truth? Sneers at Christ. And then his wife gives him the dream. He washes his hands. And a lot of people kind of feel sympathy for him, think, well, he's doing something else. Remember, let's have a little context. The Jews washed their hands before they dealt with pagans. It's an act of contempt. He's like, I'm going to wash my hands of this. I'm washing my hands of you people. Terrible. It's an utter rejection. History records that later on, he executes a bunch of Samaritans, and it seems that history records, at least early Christian history records, that Pilate continues to go insane after he answered those two questions wrongly. So I guess the question today is, what do you do with the embodiment of truth? Who is Jesus Christ for you? Is he the Savior as he claimed to be? Is he the I am? And do you believe the 7 I am statements that he made? Or do you sneer like Pilate, wash your hands in contempt, and say, I have no interest? Join us Sunday. Look forward to seeing you then.